The Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by Vistaprint.com. You need a business card that makes it. You got to kill.
Yeah, I'm
this.
sorry, I just did.
All right, we'll start again. The Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by Vistaprint.com. If you need a business card that makes a great impression and you need a great deal on those cards, go to Vistaprint.com right now.
When?
Right now.
Okay.
Vistaprint has thousands of designs on their website, or you can upload your own artwork. Vistaprint's just launched a new and improved card without a price increase, and right now, you can get 250 of these new cards for just $10. That's half off the regular price.
Half off is great.
That's right, but only if you enter the code TMOS. 250 business cards for $10. What a deal that is. In the search bar in the upper right-hand corner, that's where you put TMOS. Vistaprint does more than cards. They do it all. Again, for half off those premium business cards, enter the code TMOS at Vistaprint.com.
Podcasting with limited bandwidth from his mom's basement. It's the Internet Tommy Internet Radio Show. Broadcasting to you live on the Internet. The Internet Tommy Radio Show is brought to you by the Internet. And now, with no particular agenda or preparation, here's Tom.
Yeah, we're on. We're on now. Hi, everybody. This is Internet Radio Tommy, and this is a very special edition of the Internet Radio Tommy show, and I'm here with the president of the the president of the Internet Radio Tommy International Fan Club, Maya Ronick. Hi, Maya.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good.
You're the biggest fan, I'm told, that I have, right?
Yes.
You like my show?
Yes, I do.
You think it's funny
Yes.
and smart?
Yes.
Yeah. How long have you been a fan?
I don't know. Maybe like a year.
Wow.
Ooh, and I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you get teased because you have two moms?
Well, that's not very nice. I thought you were president of the Internet Radio Tommy Fan Club. That's what people do when they want to make fun of me. You don't want to make fun of me, do you?
I like making fun of people I like.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can deal with that. So, am I better than Harry from One Direction?
No.
Oh, I guess not. So, tell me about the fan club. How many people are in it?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Does that mean you really don't know, or are you just saying I don't know because I say I don't know?
I really don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have any bumper stickers for Internet Radio Tommy?
No.
Do you have any T-shirts?
No.
Do you have any buttons?
No.
Well, what do you do to let people know that you're a big fan of Internet Radio Tommy?
I tell them.
You tell them, well, that's okay. All right, well, Maya, I'm really happy to have you here. And, of course, since you're president of the Internet Radio Tommy Radio Fan Club, you can ask me all the questions you want. So I'm ready to take your questions now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Blink
Blink
twice if you're being held against your will. That's funny, Rob. I told you to be quiet during this interview segment. I'm talking to Maya. She's a big fan.
It's okay.
Well, Maya, we're running short on time, so I'll give you one question for me, okay?
Okay. Why do you have so many zits?
I don't know.
You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
The first thing I did when I moved back to New York City was to look up Mr. Guffman. And he was so sweet, and I think he felt a little guilty, too, because he's offered me the chance to audition for his new Broadway show, which is a revival of My Fair Lady. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. And the role is of Henry Higgins, the somewhat stern taskmaster, but he really likes her anyway kind of thing guy, who teaches Liza how to speak correctly. And she, of course, is of the Cockney persuasion and drops her H's. And I've been working on that at home, the whole Cockney thing of, hello, L-R-U. Do you want to go to Artford? Not live in this, L-O, and that kind of thing. And I think I'm honing in on it pretty close now. This is, without a doubt, one of my favorite items. My dinner with Andre Action Figures, and I'm trying to get, it's very rare, the action figures for Das Boot, because I love to do that whole, kind of claustrophobic thing inside the sub where they're, Das Kanda, Das Mustenste, that whole German thing. Can't speak German, but it sounds like, sort of a bunch of barnyard animals, muck, 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 making that noise and sweating.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Buzz Burbank, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his couch, here's Mike.
It's getting to the point.
No, I'm sorry. Welcome.
Be not sorry. I love when you sing.
From the Cappy Pfeiffer Studios, it's America's most beloved podcast. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are downloaded more than 15 million times, and we are heard in 150 countries worldwide. Call us, won't you, please?
No. No, not today.
718
No.
506-1625. It is Friday, October 19, Haiti Day, 2012.
Maybe we can forward the phones to Haiti.
We are delighted to have you with us. Yeah, I'm going to be taking a powder for 3 days. The boys will be manning the store for a while, and I am on my way today to Miami and then to Haiti bright and early tomorrow morning. Wow. And really, really, I'll tell you all about it. Looking forward to it.
Will it be a party night in Miami?
Don't think so. Too early a riser tomorrow. The show is brought to you by the Mike O'Mara Show's Amazon page. Mm-hmm. Is this an endorsement for Amazon?
Why, yes, it is.
Jeff Hancock writes, good morning, guys. Well, this was a nice surprise in my email this morning after I ordered a movie from the Mike O'Mara Show Amazon page. Greetings from Amazon.com. You saved $9.97 with Amazon.com's pre-order price guarantee.
Hey!
The price of the item decreased after you ordered them, and we gave you the lowest price. Marvel's The Avenger, 4-disc combo, price and order. The date was 29, whatever.
You don't need the date.
Pretty goddamn detailed.
Jeff is a great guy. He took some of the greatest pictures for us at the State Theater. But the beauty is that you don't have to shop around. Amazon shops around for you.
And this happened to me, too.
It's the Avengers.
Not only, the Marvel's The Avengers.
Yeah, what's great is that's what Oscar's gotten away from the spot.
Not only...
say the name of the comic book movie right.
That's right. Not only did I get the movie on the release day without... Whatever. Thanks. Thanks for your endorsement.
He saved a bunch of money.
Thanks, Jeff. Good
Thanks
guy.
a lot, Jeff.
He saved money.
Anyway, Amazon rocks. We appreciate it, and it does power the show when you shop through Amazon's link on our website. The banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon takes you straight to your account, and we get the credit. Save money and support the show when you shop through MikeO'MaraShow.com at Amazon, and we are grateful for that.
Think Halloween.
On the program today, it is a wonderful day for me. I am kind of filled with joyous anticipation of this trip down to Haiti. Really, it's been a long time coming, and I am looking forward to it.
Any trepidation?
Gotta be nervous about it.
Not
right?
really. No, I mean,
really?
nervous about the logistics of it, but, I'm going with the people that have been there 50 times. So
you'll be surrounded by friends.
I'm surrounded by people, I'm like the person that goes on the, the tour group with the veterans. There's not going to be any issue, including Bill and Debbie, who run the damn thing, so I think everything's going to be great.
It's not your first rodeo, and you've experienced fatherhood before.
I have experienced fatherhood. I am looking
I didn't know there was going to be a rodeo.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be, I have heard, my daughter is so wise. Catherine texted me last night. We talked to her last night before we went. I talked to both of my kids.
She excited about her new brother?
And the 6'8", 98-mile-an-hour fastball pitcher.
Yes,
that's coming back.
Marathon runner.
I've been told numerous times that is not the national game in Haiti.
What is it?
Really?
I
think perhaps maybe cricket. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
They might play soccer. I believe is very popular.
Or as they call it, football.
Well, I don't know if they do.
Football.
Yeah.
I'll have all this information when I come back.
You've
on
always
Thursday.
wanted a son.
I have always wanted.
That's right. Little Mike. Little 6'8"
all that
Mike.
changes now.
First of all, if I was so inclined.
Jermichael.
Take me home, Father.
Jermichael. You're funny.
It is funny.
If I was so inclined, I believe there is a bureaucratic process that is involved if you want to do that. A rather lengthy one.
Bribery?
Well, who knows? I don't know.
That's right.
But I don't want to say anything bad because
no, of course not.
I want to get all the information and then safely be back here in the bosom of my buddies.
And then grease the palms of local politicians.
And then find out what's going on. So we leave later this afternoon, and then stay the night in Miami, Fort Lauderdale area, and then early morning to Cap Haitian, and really it's going to be spectacular. One of the things that's going to happen, according to my buddy Bill, is hopefully they're going to get the final go-ahead on the land that they have purchased to build a brand new in the country orphanage for these kids, which is going to get them out of the city and get them into a really, really nice area with fresh air and a great place to play and a great facility.
Awesome.
So I hope I'm down there to see that. That's going to be, and this is Helping Haitian Angels. If you want, we've got a link on our website, and you can make a donation for Helping Haitian Angels. And I'll have all the details when I come back, and I look forward to talking.
I do want to take a responsibility for the room and compliment you, not only you helping out, but also today dressing like the crocodile hunter. I think you do look. Crikey. You look pretty great, Crikey.
It's a question of 12 pounds in a backpack, and that's it. You do not get a pound more.
Hell, you've lost 3 times that.
Let me tell you that this is simply necessity. This is for light packing, and that's the primary reason. So it's 3 shirts, including the one that I'm wearing, and so I got 1 T-shirt and
Dick Queasy,
and I got these light, nylon pants.
You have to pack light because you're taking goods or supplies down there.
Yeah, heroin.
Right,
exactly. Black tar heroin.
Oh, that's the best. Why is it always color?
That's what we're doing.
You'll be greeted by local women at the airport.
It should be spectacular.
Maybe some listeners.
Who knows? Yeah, listeners.
Yeah, if anyone is listening in Haiti, it would be really nice if you could meet Mike at the airport.
Let me tell you about my Cap Haitian meet and greet.
Please.
No, stop it. Jesus.
At the Hooters.
Stop it. Yes, Oscar.
Well,
Oscar, who's been trouble all
He really has.
He's got a trouble
Can we put a picture up with your backpack on? And then we can do a side-by-side split screen of Diego and you.
Now, you have to explain who Diego is. Diego
Who's Diego?
He is the cousin.
Diego!
Yes, of Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer.
Okay.
But he's a man, he's
a boy.
He's an explorer.
Go, Diego,
right? Yeah,
go.
So your uniform, because I've seen so many Diegos through my nephew and nieces.
Yes.
Your uniform is exactly of an explorer.
It really is.
It looks like you're going on a big exploration.
Need a pith helmet now.
Yeah.
Now I'm wearing what I'm comfortable in. Now I have in my closet. This is not just a purchase for the trip. I have had these fishing shirts that I wear when I go down to the Florida in the summer.
Fly fishing.
Fishing shirts.
Because it is they're very good.
So technically, this would be Carla.
So now I'm Dora the effing Explorer.
No, that's Carla, and you're Diego.
You're Diego.
I'm Diego?
That's
Boy.
right.
Yes.
And who else do we know?
Carla doesn't look anything like this.
Who else has this in their iPod?
I know all the words. You can find the way.
Carla and I were kind of hissing at each other.
Oh,
really?
Well, there's got to be some
There's
tension.
a little tension.
Sure.
You're going somewhere. You're going to a third world country for the first time in your life. You're going to an area you've never been. I hate to fly. All that stuff.
Is there an issue or just general tension?
General hissing.
Yeah. General hissing. All right.
General hissing, like, does this look good? I said, it doesn't matter if it looks good.
You'll be fine as long as you
don't want to look good.
As long as you remember your.
I said that at one point. So you don't want to look good. You want to be comfortable. Right?
Just remember your map.
There's a place you gotta go. I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map.
What is this?
This is the map song from Dora the Explorer.
The map is singing.
Get you there, I bet.
Come on in, join us, darling. Sit down, join us on the show. It's Family Day. We had Maya Ronick on. We might as well have you drop by.
Dora the Explorer.
So were we not hissing at each other this morning?
We were.
Yeah, and
what happened?
What happened this morning? I don't even remember the details. I know yesterday it was like, does this look good, or do you think this would be good? And I'm like, you don't want to look good. You want to dress down. You don't want, and this is what Carla's wanting to do. And I just realized here's the problem.
He didn't
and I'm
want
going to offer.
wear something like this. He wanted me to wear shorts and like a baggy shirt and.
Well, you're going to a third world country. You don't want to look hot in a third world country. Hiss, hiss, hiss.
You know what, Mike?
Yeah, but she can't help it.
Yeah, she really can't help it.
I think she looks great.
Oh, God.
Why would you ever throw a tarp over the most beautiful cathedral in Paris?
That's funny.
Rob, you are something else. You are
but you're like old bullion in there, like a pretty white woman.
Yeah.
Like you gotta ugly up.
Yeah. Thank you.
I agree.
What do you recommend?
Thank you very much, Oscar. It's the truth.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
What do you recommend, oh silver-tongued devil?
They sell burqas. I know there are national houses of fashion in this town.
It's just less.
You're just really uptight.
No, you're uptight.
No, I'm really not.
Yes, you are. You were uptight about.
I was uptight when you were telling me how to dress.
How about when you asked we were going to bring our pillowcases down there because they tell you to bring
pillowcases. So I said,
Mike, bring pillowcases.
Hold on. I said, Mike, go into the closet and get a pillowcase. I am getting ready this morning. He comes into the bathroom. He's like, I can't find the pillowcase. That closet's a wreck. Da da da. And
I didn't say that closet. I did not say that closet. I did not say that closet was a wreck.
I said, you know what? You have to look. Yeah. He's like, well, I can't find it. I said, well, then I'm going to have to look.
That's like saying, where's my car parked? Maryland.
No, that's crap. We have a small
Do you know
closet.
what I take away from this conversation? I would love anyone else in this room other than Carla interrupting Mike with, hold on.
Hold on a minute.
And look at you back down.
All right, well, welcome to my world. Welcome to my life.
Maybe you should have found that pillowcase.
Oh, and she called the age card. She used the age card today.
I said, you're getting old, that's why you can't hear.
Yeah, because at one time, this is yet the...
And I also said that his pants were too tight.
This is, and then you told me...
Before or after he saw you.
And then you told, hey.
Oh, this is before.
You know, and then this... The conversation about you can't hear, and all of us have experienced this with women in our lives, where I am upstairs.
Hear.
No, I am upstairs, and she is at the sink downstairs, 30 feet away from me, and she says,
guys, is he
and then
hard of hearing?
And then I said to her, I said, what? And then she says, because why yell?
Okay,
why put yourself out and yell?
What about this? Okay, he was mean this morning because we can
you
only carry...
bastard
No
being
way.
mean.
Yeah, these guys aren't used to that.
Are you sure you're talking about Mike O'Mara?
Yes. Okay, so we're only allowed to carry 12 pounds, as I'm sure Mike has told you guys already.
Yes. Right.
So he weighs his backpack, and it's like 8 pounds. I said, that's great. Then I can fit 3 pounds of my stuff in there.
So she starts putting apples in? What did she bring?
So he said, no, I can't do it. Isn't that rude?
Well, I mean, it's I want you to be disciplined. I don't want to be because you want to put in some Revlon products in there.
If he needed more space, I would let him use mine.
Because you don't want to put some Revlon products in there, some cosmetics for your Haitian trip. I don't want to be the one that's stopped by security going, oh, you're at 14 pounds. Meanwhile, you'll be up there going, my backpack's fine. That's right. My backpack has got,
Meanwhile, they're trying to explain why Mike has 48 cubic ounces of mascara.
Yeah, and he also needs to put the cash in the backpack to grease the wheels.
That's right. You do want to come home, right?
Yeah, did you get us cash, by the way?
No, we'll do that on the way out.
Okay.
We'll do that on the way out.
All right.
So this is what you're going to be wearing in the evening, correct?
This is my dinner outfit.
This is her dinner. So she's dressing.
Yeah, but you're going to Miami. Don't you want to dress up?
We can't.
Hey, we're not doing Oscar Santana night in Miami. We're going to probably be at the little, travel lodge, and then we're going to zip right out early in the morning. Okay. That's what it's going to be. We're not going out to Miami like you like to do.
Well, that's also appropriate.
It's one of those.
And as we said, Mike has no tension.
None.
Oh yeah, and also I was asking him what time I should get the cab for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And I said we'll call the cab half an hour before we're going to need it.
Can I cuss?
Yeah.
He said, "What? I can't fucking hear you."
That is so
And then
hot.
he shut the door. Yep,
Oh, you don't have to go. Oh, like it's a big deal. Like
Yes.
you've never said you.
And the thing is this: I was yelling, and he can't hear.
I didn't start throwing laptops like frisbees out the window.
All their sunglasses are still in one piece.
They were thrown to the ground.
And by the way, when are we going to start bowling?
Carl and I want to bowl.
And then I got.
If anybody's interested,
they got a great alley in Miami.
We actually, Carl and I, for our winter activity, we want because I don't motorcycle in. Get out of here, Frankie. You're not going to poo in here while we're doing the show.
He might.
He won't do it in front of us.
We want to bowl and maybe bowl in a league.
Oh, that's insane.
I think that'll be great.
Anybody interested?
Sounds serious. I love to bowl.
I'll get back to you guys.
Let me know more
That'd
about
be
the
an
commitment.
evening thing.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Once a week, I'm sure.
Buzz likes to bowl because he takes drugs when he bowls.
Once a week.
Yeah, unlike any other time.
Buzz just likes to be out of the house. You could get Buzz to do yard work once a week if you asked him.
When Buzz bowled, when we used to bowl, Buzz would have to get tranquilized before he would bowl.
I'd get very nervous, and at the time I happened to have some Vicodin, and I found that
then he had Vicodin.
A little Vicodin relaxes you to the point you can really,
What was the mixture of Vicodin and vodka?
Did that not seriously talking about performance-enhancing drugs?
Yeah.
How about performance-enhancing tranquilizer?
Yeah, it was great. He mixed pills and booze, and it was dope.
I'm below average is my average.
But he was great when he was wasted. He was terrific. So
And
anyway,
Oscar, do you have a problem with us bowling?
No, I just think it's kind of trashy.
White trashy?
Yeah.
But you know
I
what?
agree.
Have you-
I agree.
But it's very.
But don't take his
I agree.
opinion. Don't take Oscar's
But it is
opinion.
fun.
He's neither white
You
nor
know
trashy.
why?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I think
right.
of Al Bundy.
Have you noticed where I live? Have you noticed where I live? Okay? I believe that two activities that I would be more than willing to dive in with both feet would be bowling in a league, perhaps on Wednesday night, and Friday evening bingo.
I'm also tainted.
Or you could open up a chicken restaurant.
But
Bolivian
Peruvian.
chicken.
I'm tainted because when
Tell
I
me
was
about it.
a radio promotions guy, we would do a ton of bowling appearances.
Fun.
And every time we'd walk in there,
yeah, it smells like smoke.
nobody wanted us. Everyone was smoking, and the pitchers of beer, the only saving grace, were $3.
Right.
And we'd sit
Yeah,
there
that's
for
fun.
3 hours.
And the food is really good. I love bowling alley food.
Sure.
The
Here's
chicken
the thing,
sandwiches, fried mushrooms.
Here's a question. How far? Because obviously it would be terrific if we could use the alley right near the house.
I've seen it. It's right there.
Yeah, you know what's even better than that?
But
You
wait a
should
minute.
try.
You see. Hold on. Wait.
No,
You
it's
know-
convenient.
Hold on.
No, it's
We're
convenient.
not going anywhere else.
No, you hold on.
I just
So what are you looking at your brother for? What was that? What was that about? Okay.
Sometimes I look over.
Mike's such a dick. Anyway.
No tension at all.
I see. I know what's going on.
He's on
I
to
am
you.
uptight.
He's on to you.
So here's the thought. I
Can't
like
look anywhere. I
the.
can't say anything.
Can I finish?
I don't know.
God, I wish I had that board.
Hey, is there a Strike Bethesda around here, or one of those
No.
swanky joints?
Look where we are.
I don't know, man.
My
Look, if we're
thing is.
bowling, we're going to go over to the one that's like a stone's throw from the house.
Yeah, but here's my
can
problem with
walk.
that. Here's my problem. You see who's over there.
Yeah.
Okay. There's not going to be anybody fun over there. There's not going to be
You
anybody
bring the
fun.
fun.
Mike, trust me, if it's not
What
there,
about
you're
if we?
not
What if we?
gonna
What
drive
if?
and go.
Hold on. But people could come to our alley.
Oh yeah.
What if we did our own? Because I love our.
League.
No, seriously. The podcast. I was telling somebody this
What are
the
you
other day.
talking about?
I was telling somebody the other day that the podcast is different than any radio incarnation
True.
because we have all established friendships with our listeners.
That's
we
right.
have. We socialize with our listeners, and that doesn't change.
Kind of know them.
What about our own league?
That's what I'm talking about.
With
That'd
listeners.
be great. Yeah. Well,
Yes.
matter of fact,
then we completely import
Jasper
all
Sanders,
the people.
is that his
Our
name?
friends.
Rob,
Yeah, that
doesn't
sounds
ring a bell.
familiar.
Doesn't
Yeah,
ring
on
a bell.
Facebook,
Well, anyway,
right?
yeah.
Rob put his fingers up like
He was-
money.
he
Yeah, I'll
was-
charge him, Rob.
He was talking about starting a
Just
Tmos
organizational fees, Mike.
Talking to you.
league. It's a special message.
Why?
one of those.
Yeah. Why are you talking to listeners?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
She said she was just
He
talking to
private
listeners.
texted me.
Oh,
or
she's
messaged
on
me.
Facebook.
She's the first lady, you know.
She
The
does
first
all-
lady, the Michelle Obama of the Mike O'Mara show.
Right.
She does it all the time, so I think
Oh,
that's
I
the
forbid that in
solution.
my house.
I think that'd be great.
We'll do it here. People come to us.
Right.
Wednesday night, we'll start our own league, and
Let's
we'll
do
rotate
it.
and we'll rotate
Done
listeners
and
through it.
done.
I swear to God,
No,
I'll
no,
do
you
it to
can't
promote
do
the
that.
show.
You
Not
cannot
Tuesdays?
You
Huh?
cannot
Not
rotate.
Tuesdays?
Well, whatever night you want.
Because we don't want to miss Modern Family.
Would you pop in for an occasional
Absolutely.
Wait,
evening?
hold on,
Yes.
hold on. You can't.
You would
rotate.
too?
Oh, well,
Yes.
if
Oscar,
you
would you
don't,
I
pop
can't
out
do
for an evening?
Tuesdays.
I loved it. It sounded like fun.
Wednesdays?
Wednesdays work for me.
Wednesday seems to be the
Wednesdays don't
middle of the
work
week.
for me.
Why not?
Don't ask me. That's okay.
Oh, you too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I know.
sensitive.
All right,
RJ.
Jizbo.
How about Monday?
Oh, I'm sitting over here.
Well, no, you're
Monday
not
would
invited.
be great.
Excuse me, you're not invited. Carla's going to be there. Anyway, so why don't Wednesdays work for
Because
you?
my mom, we sit around and we drink wine and chit-chat.
Have your mom included.
Also,
Yes.
Wednesday is trivia night at Quench.
Well,
No, that's
So
right.
how
You know
about-
what? Doesn't
No,
work.
twice a month.
Thursdays.
Well, no, wait. Wednesday night, we won't do it on the Wednesday night. We can have two things going on. I
Well,
wanna-
by the way, doesn't Mike, speaking about dressing
oh,
in
my
Haiti,
God. She's all ramped
speaking
up
about
now.
dressing
Yes.
in Haiti, he's telling me to look like crap. But look at him. Doesn't he look like he's money? Look at that outfit that he's
No.
wearing. Stand up.
No, I'm not going
Oh.
to stand
No,
up.
he's doing a
Look,
show.
brand
He
new
can't.
shoes.
He looks like he belongs in the Boy
$80
Scout
pair of
files.
Pants, like an $80
right.
shirt.
This is
Recently released files regarding
be
Mike
wearing-
O'Mara.
This is tropical fishing gear. Get out of here. Okay, thank
right,
you very much.
bye.
We'll see you later.
Have you ever seen a river runs through it?
Thanks. She was recording a special across the hallway.
Carla
Thank you.
O'Mara, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
first
you.
lady
Have a safe trip.
of the Mike O'Mara
Bye.
Show.
Thank you guys.
Private messenger
Thank you.
anytime.
See
See you at the
later.
bowling alley.
Ciao.
There she goes.
I still like to look at her ass when she gets up, though.
Well, sure.
That's for sure.
I wouldn't know what that's like, Mike,
Hey, sweetie. What do you mean?
because I respect you.
Oh, okay.
Because the lies are flying
He
fast
doesn't
and
look.
furious, aren't they?
Okay, so there we are. I do like the idea of the bowling that's real.
What we
Do
could
you
do
really
if we
think it's
could
a
get together-
Is it a really? You do Quench twice a month?
Twice a month.
So you be doing your Quench. I'll do my bowling.
Excellent. But we've got. Shut up!
That's to Frankie.
If we had a team of 4 people for the show, okay, and that would
Sorry
mean
about that.
That would mean 4 of us would have to be at every event, right? And then we would need maybe 5 other teams. Could we get 20 other listeners?
Stop.
It's
Sorry, did not mean to plan ahead.
This is going to be a regular thing. I will rotate listeners in and out
So
when they can't make.
it's not a league. You had said earlier a league, and that would mean set teams.
Oh no, too much work.
Okay, you just want to do a show up and do things.
I just want to. I want to bowl with people.
That's excellent. I love that. Okay,
Right.
but
And
when
then-
you said league, I was wondering. I said, I don't know. It's kind of a commitment.
No, how
Is
about
it smart
bowling?
to have competing events, though?
Well, they're not competing, are they?
I mean,
we'll have
could give a rat's ass.
Well, no, he just saw a little trace of a scab, and he thought he better get his nail under it quick.
bowling on the Wednesdays. We don't have quench.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
easy.
that works. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not going to probably want to bowl every single Wednesday
Right,
night,
cool,
but
right.
we'll start bowling, and you guys are not. The commitment will be mine.
All right.
I will, because it's right next to my house.
And Carla.
And Carlos, we will be all in on it. And if we
I think
want
it
to
sounds
do
like
it, if
fun.
we want to do it every Wednesday, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to be gone from for massive chunks of time.
That's right.
Basically January when I do the show down in Florida.
Well, you can bowl in Florida.
Thank you, Rob. I don't want to bowl. All right, can I move
The
on?
Grapefruit League.
So looking forward to. And Mark, you're invited too.
Thank you.
In fact, you're the most invited.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey,
Who's the second most invited?
can I watch the house this weekend?
You're just trouble.
Yes, I plan on you doing that.
All right, good.
I plan on you watching.
I
the
got
house.
a wedding. Oh, by the way, Katie Powers is getting married tomorrow.
Do you have a key?
That's right.
Do you have a key?
I don't have a key.
You need a key. All right,
I could
very
give
good.
him mine.
Thank you.
And he's going to be dropping by too. I
Solid.
mean, when I'm gone, we have the Mikasa is Sukasa.
Yeah, I just got a lot going on.
You
on this
too,
side
come
of
on
town.
out.
You've never given me a key.
huh?
I've never gotten a key to
You've
your
never
house.
asked for a key.
I had a key and it was taken away from me.
Yes.
When did I take a key
No,
away?
I
you
took
didn't.
it from
Yeah,
him.
Mark took it.
Just
when he
work it out.
quit.
Well, that's because you quit. Yeah, I was going to say. You quit, you don't get
no,
the key.
long before
No,
that.
you'll be
Maybe
here.
that's why he quit.
You'll be here the whole
I'll
week.
be in
right?
town.
That's
I was
right.
counting on that.
Thank
That's
you.
good. Okay, let me see. I'm filled with joy. I mentioned that. That's gone. That's gone.
Joy
Not
gone.
anymore.
Completely gone.
Filled with fake joy.
The Al Smith dinner. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Product Reco. I've got a Reco.
Oh, recommendation?
Yeah, I like
Nice.
that. Boiler room.
Pretty hip.
Reco.
Boiler Room.
Boiler room. Great show.
Got that. Show.
Boy Scouts, internet pet peeve. I'll get to that before we break, but that's the short one. Internet pet peeve, okay? And I have no idea whether this is going to be out of left field, but all of you guys surf the net a lot. You go to a
Right.
lot of YouTube
Right.
videos. You watch them. Here's my pet peeve.
What?
Videos that use the song Danger Zone.
Really?
Are there a lot of those?
You know, for example, there is
Horrible song.
a
Yeah.
wonderful video of a marlin being reeled in. I think it might have been in Australia. I'm not sure where they were getting 600-pound marlin, and the headline for the video is 600-pound marlin attacks man. I am all in.
When
Of
you
course.
saw
I
600-pound marlin, did you think it was something from the set of The Godfather?
No. 600-pound marlin attacks man. I sprint to that video, and as soon as I turn it on, I hear this, and I'm like, and I've heard that on hockey fighting videos. It's like, I hate this.
Unless it's an adult film.
But you never hear it during an adult film. You never
Sadly,
hear
no.
A certain
It's
genre
a
of adult
royalties-
film
It's a royalties problem.
that focuses on the danger
Hey,
zone.
Have you seen the video of the 600-pound marlin?
No.
There are like 4 or 5 guys in the back of this sport fisherman.
Pantses.
They are reeling in this marlin.
Bang Brothers.
They get the marlin's about
Literally.
25 to 30 feet off the stern of the boat and starts to do one of his skim along the water
It's
deals.
horrifying when they do that.
He skims along the water, takes a left turn, beak first, like a massive sword. This is huge. It's making the guys look small, and he goes right into the boat, knocks a guy on his ass, shoots it looked like a ladder, one of those heavy wooden ladders
Yeah. Right.
that you get in and out of the boat. He flicks that up. That goes flying into the water like it's nothing.
Oh, wow.
How would
And-
you say is the length of the marlin? Because you give the weight. I would have to get 600 pounds. It would have to be 10, 11 feet.
Yeah, it's about that size. You can see the video. We'll put it up on our YouTube
Someone need
page.
a rocking chair once.
And the fact is, I was really excited about it, but I want real audio.
Yeah.
I don't
I
want
see.
this. In fact, maybe I can blanket this by saying my pet peeve on the internet is YouTube videos that feel like everybody's got to be a junior Francis Ford Coppola
Oh, yeah.
and
Producer,
put a
yeah.
music video
Oh,
together.
yeah.
It sucks.
Too many production elements.
Especially Kenny Loggins music.
Oh God! But Danger Zone. I don't need that. You know, if
Not
you
even a
had
good
seen,
song.
if you'd seen real audio on this thing or heard real audio, I should say,
Yeah, raw
it
audio,
would be
yeah.
really, really fun, and that's what I prefer. And so many things that will interest me, and I will go to look at it, and suddenly we get. I love watching old time hockey fighting videos.
Right.
It's a lot of fun for me to watch because it takes me back to when I was a World Hockey Association fan, and every single one of their compilations has the music there, and it sucks. So
you don't
stop
always need
doing
it.
that.
Okay, yeah.
Really, just put up real
There's
audio.
one exception on that. I would say, have you ever seen the video of the deer that got loose in Walmart? And they played it in fast motion with the Benny Hill music. Now, on that, it
that's
worked.
good.
That worked there.
It does, but it's also, that's another,
yakking sax.
That's also very, very overused,
Right.
yes.
Why is it so hard to catch a marlin?
Why is it hard to catch a marlin?
I don't know enough about
They're
deep
tricky.
sea fishing.
Well, I think that what you're talking about is the size of these marlin, and you're talking about sport fishing way offshore. I've only done one offshore fishing trip in my life, although you might think I've done more based on this outfit that I'm wearing today.
You would think that in your fishing shirt.
Right. Yeah. But, it's tough because
They're strong. They're tremendous fighters.
And they're elusive.
They are.
And there are few of them.
They're very bright.
They're bright?
They're bright. They're
How do
cagey.
you know that?
They're smart fish.
And
why do you ask
Well,
that?
because when I was in Cabo San Lucas, it was like all the rage to go deep sea fishing and marlin fishing. And there was all these guys that were coming back saying they caught these marlin, but they had to tag and release them.
When I was in Mexico, I had a night with some people at the hotel, and I had earlier in the day gone to whatever the little town was, and as opposed to using the hotel charter service to spend a lot of money,
You were going to get a deal.
I got a deal, and I met some people that were on the beach with their boats pulled up. There are hundreds of them, and they do. This is what they do.
Entrepreneurs.
And so I made an arrangement to have them pick me up on the beach. They were going to actually come right to my hotel off the beach. They knew where I was. I woke up in the morning at about 7 o'clock.
With a cranberry juice.
It was really the worst hangover I've had on my entire honeymoon.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was the worst. And we got out, and it was an amazingly blustery day. And we didn't go very far. We
Rocked
went
the boat, baby.
maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles offshore. And I caught one fish, and by the time I reeled it in, I was ashen gray.
Right.
And I said, well, caught my fish, boys. Take me back in.
Done for the
and
day.
they looked at me like they'd hit the lottery.
Of
Yes,
course.
Sure. Let's go back in.
Oh, so you
It's
went
like-
out and in?
Like a 30-minute fishing trip.
Oh,
right?
that's usually like a 5-hour excursion.
Oh, yeah, not me. It was too shocking.
remember
I
the
would have
money?
been sick if I was sober.
Do you remember the money that you had to spend?
I don't. I think it was 8 bits.
8 bits or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
$300
exactly.
easy.
I don't remember what I had.
But I
for
love.
breakfast.
I can see the actual when you said charter through the hotel. That's ridiculous. I can do better than that.
Well,
and you,
yeah,
and you did. But the thing is I thought that they were going to rape you, and it turned out that you just couldn't.
Well, they
feel the
didn't
water.
they didn't charge a lot, but they did rape me.
Oh.
Thank you very much. We'll take a break. It was great.
Yeah, I know.
We'll
Best
take
part
a break.
of the honeymoon.
Come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to MikeO'MaraShow.com. Our second segment is brought to you by CB Lucas AC and Heating. Get your system ready for winter now.
When?
Now.
When?
Maybe later?
Now.
Okay.
Call CB Lucas for all your heating.
What's on
for
your
all
mind?
for all your heating, AC, and plumbing needs, especially if your system is older than dirt. You can start saving on utility bills right now.
He is the distracted.
CB Lucas has 48 months, same as cash financing or instant rebates on high-efficiency train systems. Offer ends October 31st, so you got to do it right now. Do what we do because he's the best in the business. Mike Lucas and the good people at CB Lucas are waiting to help you. They support the show. They're an early supporter of the
Awesome
show.
guy.
God bless them. 855-CB Lucas, or click their ad on our website. Did anybody have any troubles with Facebook this morning?
No.
Yeah, a little bit. I found it was hanging up. Trying to send a message, and it said the message, something's not working, try again later.
Mine did that thing where it gets all kind of garbled, and it had the little icons. You didn't have any problems with it out
But I
in
didn't spend any time on it this morning really to speak of. So I
You
wouldn't have-
didn't?
No.
What?
Busy prepping a show, Mike.
You didn't spend how much
earlier start
How much
today.
time did you spend on it last night?
Well, last night, actually, as I was working on the music for today's Rob Spiewak show, which you can catch at KCJJ, I did my birthday greetings last night, so there was no need to do it this morning.
How long does that take you to do your birthday?
They get hours, because everyone gets a personalized message. And what I like to do is I like to go back and
Did you
remember.
send any messages to Tab?
No, but I spoke to Tab yesterday on the telephone.
It's his birthday?
Do you have something to say about how that's Mike's visual impression of Tab.
I love when Mike does a visual impression. It's very nice.
Is it Tab's birthday today?
Every day is Tab's birthday.
Happy birthday.
You don't know about that joke, do you?
I love Tab.
About once a month, somebody will write happy birthday on Tab's wall just to piss him off. When
Really?
it's not his birthday because it drives him nuts.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so it's not really Tab's
I wonder
birthday.
if he'll get any today.
No, not today.
Tab's a
That's
good boy.
Patterson.
Yes, he is.
Patterson.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
Anyway, I had some problems with mine, and then I noticed that just the overall performance of the Internet, sometimes, with all the stuff that's going on, was really subpar.
Well, it's better than the internet you're going to get in Haiti.
It was slow.
Are you bringing anything electronic with you?
Nope.
No phone?
Nope.
No
Not
motor
even in Miami.
cars? Not a
Wow.
single luxury?
Nope. There's a phone down there. That's
That'll
what
be
I'm
good.
told.
Well, I hope if you get a call, you call me.
Do you have all your affairs in order?
Yes, as best I can.
He does.
I actually called my attorney this morning.
Good.
I really did. Stop it!
No, I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ, that makes me scared.
You're not helping him.
Thank you very much. All right, TV Corner. Buzz Burbank is pissed off about television.
Oh, man, am I ever. I really, after all these years, I'm about ready to permanently chuck network television, and I'll tell you why. I read an article this morning.
I hate it anyway. I think it sucks.
That talked about shows that are being kept and shows that are being canceled already in this early season.
Who?
Unbelievable. First of all,
Relax, Oscar.
I can hit ABC, NBC, and CBS with this. First, I'll give you the headline from CBS. The Good Wife is on the bubble for cancellation.
That show's overrated.
What?
Peace.
No.
Stop
It's
it.
the best written show on TV.
Just behave yourself. Just for the next 10 minutes, let me have a conversation.
Let me try one thing with Oscar, see if we
Yes.
can do this work. Oscar, I looked outside and the sky was blue.
Really? Yeah. Doesn't look like it to me.
No.
I think it's kind of green.
It looked gloomy. Grayish.
What the F? It's the only show on network television that I watch.
So well written.
I know. And
Aren't their ratings good?
They haven't been so much, and I blame the scheduling in football. The fact that at least here in the eastern half of the United States, it's never on at the same time.
Really?
That's what I think the problem
Well,
is.
isn't it in its fourth season?
Is it in
I
its
think
fourth
that's right.
season?
That sounds right.
A
Fourth
lot of-
or fifth, maybe.
Yeah.
It's got
Usually
Nathan. It's got Nathan
flaming
Lane.
out.
It's kind of
A lot of
punched
people,
up
a
little
lot
bit.
of people don't know. It's based loosely on Carrie Spiewak.
The Good Wife.
Well, that's a bummer. That sucks. That's ridiculous. They shouldn't be cancel the crappy show. How about you know what? But then again, we talk about the taste of the American public. Vegas, I guess, is kicking ass.
No,
Right?
actually, it's definitely going to be canceled.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
I
it's
like that.
Not doing
Yay.
well at all. Yeah, I'm pleased to say, and so is that little Monkey Hospital show. That's gone also.
That's gone.
Monkey Hospital.
Never watched that one.
But
Monkey Hospital show.
instead of bringing back Community, and maybe you like Community or maybe you hate it, but it has a definite cult following. Instead of bringing that back to replace Monkey
What the
Hospital,
hell's going on?
Somebody
out there?
yelling?
I think Beluga got out.
they're going to bring back Whitney. So we're all pretty excited about that over at NBC. Meanwhile, over at ABC, two
How
of
many
the shows.
times have they killed Whitney and brought it back from the dead?
Well, this will be the second or third, I think.
And that's the one that has Laura Prepon from the 70s show playing Whitney because Whitney is too old to play Whitney.
No, it's a different one. No, it's a different
this one's
one.
played by Whitney.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings is in this show. The
Right.
show afterwards. Is
That's the
you're
one I'm
talking-
thinking of.
And she doesn't play Whitney. She plays Chelsea.
Okay, I
Handler.
thought it was a sitcom about the drug life of Whitney Houston.
No.
That's a great.
Now I'm laughing.
See,
That would be a long run.
That's late Whitney.
Wouldn't that be a great run?
If you put Nathan,
Bobby, where's my Coke? Where's my Coke, Bobby?
put Nathan Lane in that. Now I'm watching.
And then over at ABC, two of the shows that I called out as being having the most potential for this season, I have been watching those shows, and I have been loving the shows. They are 666 Park Avenue.
You love that show. You can't stop.
Deliciously.
When Buzz, let me just tell everybody this. When Buzz really goes off and goes on a show, that's usually pretty good. It's the same way I feel about Oscar with movies. When Oscar really goes badass about a movie, it's usually pretty good. I trust your judgment when you really go crazy about a show.
It's
666
sexy.
Park Avenue.
You got nothing that I recommend that you like.
It's sexy. It's sexy. It's American Horror
Restaurants.
Story.
Oh, okay.
Scary. And so it's just a great show. And then the other great show is Last Resort with Andre Braugher, the submarine show that's on Thursday nights.
Oh, yeah.
Both of these shows are incredibly good, and now I hear they are both on the bubble as well. If networks are not going to give shows like this the proper promotion and the amount of time they need to succeed,
They're not.
because I think
They didn't do it with radio shows. Why should they do it with TV
There
shows?
is a market for intelligent TV, and I think all these shows are sharply written.
Cable, baby.
Now they're out, yeah.
What
And
is it?
By the way,
Go to cable.
Yeah.
Cable.
And I watched American Horror Story last night from this week, and it is amazing.
Oh,
it's
my
a great
God.
show.
It's got it waiting
You know
for
what?
me this
Let me
weekend.
just say this about American Horror Story. I didn't think really, I think we've all become desensitized to the horror genre.
Yes. I don't know.
And it's hard to really scare me. American Horror Story Asylum did it like 4 times. And didn't do it with people jumping out. They just did it.
Slow burn stuff?
Just a creepy factor. There is so much potential for creepiness in this. And Jessica Lange is a goddamn genius of an actor. She is so freaking evil. It's perfect.
Adam Levine, Chloe Sevigny, unbelievable cast joining them last night. Jessica Lange and James Cromwell.
Oh, James Cromwell. They bring James Cromwell. So they bring in...
Is he as scary as he was in Babe?
Yes.
Absolutely. In Babe. Isn't that weird that he got his big break in Babe? And he's gone on to play... He did Boardwalk Empire, where he played Andrew Mellon.
Don't forget, he also played George H.W. Bush in a miniseries. And you know where he's the first
fantastic.
The first time I ever saw him, and you'll remember the character, I think. Do you remember the movie Murder by Death?
Oh, yeah.
The old Neil Simon. Yes. He plays the chauffeur.
Really?
He is young in that. He's like 20.
He is so, you get Jessica Lange, facing off against James Cromwell, and but the thing that's the best about it, there is, look, I think when you make a movie about an asylum and you go borderline with people that look like maybe they really could be touched, that is just creepy, freaky, scary.
So a lot of very brave people in this show.
Yeah, one woman in this clearly has physical defects.
Come play with me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that goes back to like the 30s. You ever seen the movie Freaks?
Oh, it's very
like maybe the scariest movie ever made because it has actual people with physical deformities. It makes it so eerie.
Very scary.
Is it a problem? Maybe networks, especially ABC, NBC, and CBS. It's the amount of dollars that need to be brought in return for the investment to the program.
Sure.
Yep.
So if you look at these shows like American Idol or The Voice, the amount of money that's being spent to promote those and put those together, really production-wise, is probably far less than your general.
Oh, absolutely.
Script writing, sitcom or actual drama.
Script writing is the main expense. It's not the sets, it's not the talent, it's the writing.
So if you can get away with a show like that for a quarter of the cost or even half of it, then why wouldn't you do that?
Well, because because they will, and
it disrespects the viewer.
But hold on, and so that's their mindset.
Yeah, but we would.
So it's wait a minute, hold on. It's cheaper, and they do it, and that's what we get,
and that's what they watch,
and that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
No, it's not necessarily what they watch.
The Voice is like a gangbusters, kills American Idol. Right now.
and it came out of the gate that way. But like something like Facebook, just to change mediums for a second, it wasn't the huge hit that it is today in the first 3 months. It took a little while. It took a little patience. Yeah. And now it's huge, and I think if networks showed just a little bit more patience, some of these shows would catch up.
What network TV is doing right now is slowly but surely they're dropping talk for sports.
It's America's.
That's what they're doing, folks.
It's America's Got Talent. It's
kind of a sport.
It's The Voice,
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. You've got
Survivor still.
Well, Survivor that in itself.
Amazing
think
Race,
about it.
on and on.
But I last night I said to Carla, we were watching. I think we had a TiVo. I don't know whether it was TiVo or live because I don't give a rat's ass. And I'm watching it, and I said, Jesus, what garbage. I said, really, what garbage? What a land of me.
Yeah.
I mean, same, and if you don't get really compelling people on that show, and occasionally you don't, like this crew that they've got there.
Not Blair from Facts of Life.
Oh, God, they got Blair from the Facts of Life.
Still guilty.
As dull can be. And, Probst, and there's a lady that gets sick on the show and has to be lifted off the it's like, oh, God, I mean, so tired.
Think, when The Good Wife, if it does get canceled, do you think cable will pick it up? Do you think like an HBO will pick it up or something?
And in fact, since Viacom owns CBS and Showtime, they could move Good Wife to Showtime.
That's just a personal
thing. Count on
CBS
to make the right decision.
Buzz and I are bummed because it's a personal thing.
Right,
I mean,
right.
But Oscar's right. If it's 4 years, it's run its course. It's been on there. Maybe. I hope it lasts a little longer.
I think it's still got legs. Pardon the expression.
Yeah, but you know what?
Galinda certainly does.
You know what? Hold on just a second. Rob's not talking, so the phone's got to ring. Hello.
Hello, this is Mitt Romney.
Thanks.
Calling.
Goodbye.
I just wanted to give you a call.
Thanks a lot. All right, very much. All right, so anyways, the point I wanted to make about The Good Wife is the Kalinda husband. It's close to destroying that show.
Really?
It is not. It is not compelling. It's not
Maybe
believable.
that's part of the problem.
Yeah, and I think that might be.
But
a
I
problem
still think
with that.
scheduling is huge.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I'd love to see the percentage of people that actually watch later on. You know how, like right now, for example, in radio, if you don't listen right away, and some stations will actually hold back a podcast for different radio shows,
right?
Because they don't get credit for them. They want to force you to listen right away.
They do count that. They do.
How do they count them?
They count replays. They count DVR playback. And for example, if you don't watch a show within 2 weeks of the time that you've recorded it, then the show does not get credit. But if you watch it within the 2 weeks, and the closer you watch it to the air date, the more credit the network gets.
How are they able to track it?
They look in all our DVRs.
Nice.
Ask me what I did last night.
What did you do last night?
I went to bed at 5:45 this morning.
Whoa.
Yeah. But it was well worth it.
What's that?
What did you watch?
Because I have seen a smattering of Breaking Bad episodes here and there, but it kind of never really made sense to me, but I just thought the acting was amazing.
That's a marathon I would do.
Yeah, so I think around 11 o'clock I started the first season from day one, like the first show.
Wow.
And I was like, I'll just catch one, and then it'll be like a nightly ritual.
How did you acquire it?
Netflix.
Netflix, okay, very good.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm with Blanche, and she's like, you just turn it off, want to go to bed? I'm like, it's Thursday night, relax. So then
I don't see the argument there.
Thursday night is usually a night where people, at least in my old bar business, that was a party night.
Yeah,
Friday's
and the weekend starts on Thursday.
Because nobody works here on Friday.
Yeah, and she's 26.
Except on this show.
Right.
So we watched the first one, and I'm like, okay, time to go to bed. And I'm like, wait a second. Yeah. I can put the pillow up and watch it on my phone while and put my headphones in.
Yep.
I watched 6 other episodes on my phone.
So you stayed up all night?
All night.
It was good enough to keep him awake.
He's a mess.
How are you feeling right now?
Horrible.
Yeah, you look good.
Yes.
Anyway,
but well worth it. I'm going to go through all 46 this weekend.
Breaking Bad.
Yes.
It's on my list. Have you watched it?
Not yet. No, I have not heard nothing but good recommendations.
Oh my!
about it.
You don't even know. That's why I wrote to Mike. Let's cook meth. Apparently, it's a big business.
I want to jump in from the first episode like you did.
What a great weekend! Mike is going down to help underprivileged children, and Oscar is going to watch 50 hours of television. Everybody has got things to do.
Really, split second. Last thing, Al Smith dinner last night in New York City. Mitt Romney. You know what? I
got tape in the vault, or I can do tape now if you want.
We'll hear it when we come back. Love-hate relationship with that. You know what? It's what I love about America. It's what I hate about America.
The correspondence dinner type deal.
Yeah,
right?
It's the privilege. Oh, there's Katie Couric. There's Chris Matthews. There's the Bishop. Blah, 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 blah,
Hollywood
blah.
on the Potomac.
Yeah, like really. And when you watch that, there are a lot of people politically. I think Oscar might even be one of them that look at it and go, "Does it really make a difference what we do?" And when you look at that, you go, "Yeah, look, I'm glad that they could shake
Coke or
hands
Pepsi.
and do that."
Coke
yeah,
or Pepsi.
Exactly, nothing changes.
I would have liked an invite.
The rich guy. Maybe someday.
I like that they still wear white ties. I think it's very classy.
I knew you'd like that. We'll take a break and we'll come back with Rob and the Magic Audio Vault. Anyway,
you like this band, yeah?
I do.
Yeah.
Traveling Wilburys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I love the Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah.
Welcome back to MikeOMeraShow.com. This segment of the show is brought to you by our good friends at TLC Laser Eye Center. There's nothing quite like ditching your glasses or your contacts, and TLC can get you there. The TLC staff is friendly. Oh, there was a receptionist that was friendly. God, I love her. And the surgeons are experienced. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but she's so
why not?
You can't help yourself.
sweet and nice. Mm-hmm. Carla's still here.
Oh,
TLC's
right.
equipment always state of the art.
So helpful.
The TLC lifetime. That was nice. The TLC lifetime commitment is huge. TLC has locations all over the nation. If you move, you're covered. To schedule your free consultation and to see what you've been missing, call 877-TLC-2020. Get what they did with that number there?
Yeah.
2020, huh?
Sure, they love that TV show.
I see
That's
it.
877-TLC-2020, or find them online. It's tlcvision.com. And be sure you tell them that you heard about the TLC Laser Vision Center on the Mike O'Mara Show. The TLC Laser Eye Center. And thank you in advance. Let's get it open and get to it.
All right.
What?
I was telling people to use TLC. I said, use them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's go.
Congratulations.
Just get me the hell out of
Be
here.
over here if you need me.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mike, to the New York Yankees.
Oh, God.
Maya, just a little behind the scenes.
I don't really like to pull sports highlights, but there's sometimes they bring you so much joy.
Maya came in today and wanted me to do Internet Radio Tommy.
Right.
I hadn't done it for months, and so I said, maybe not months, but weeks. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. I originally wanted to have, hello, Rob, Donald Trump, bashing A-Rod when he came in today. But yes, so long, New York.
It didn't take them long to not go to the World Series.
Right.
They did not win any game in the playoffs. Here's the last call last night as the Tigers.
Well, they won the games in the playoffs. They didn't win anything in the league championship series.
Okay, I misspoke.
They actually,
would you quit
beat
defending?
the Orioles.
Would you quit defending the Yankees?
They beat the Orioles in the ALDS.
All right.
So I just thought I'd point that out.
All right, thank you. They did lose last night, though.
They were swept in the ALCS.
It's like saying nobody watched the second debate. He's just got to correct you.
You are sleepy, aren't you? Really, where it shows is not so much your voice, but your timing.
It's a festive Friday.
All right.
I wanted to give you all a show where you'll actually be kind of happy that you're going to get 3 days away from me.
All right.
It's working.
5 counting the weekend.
Thank you.
All right, Tigers beat the Yankees last night.
This is going to do it. Prince Fielder wants it. The Tigers are going to the World Series for the 11th time in franchise history.
And you know what? I like that for the town of Detroit because they don't have a lot of stuff to like.
Look, when Detroit can win, it's a win for the country. I think it's great. I like Jim Leyland, their manager. I like Prince Fielder. I like a lot of the guys that are on that team.
He's not actual royalty, it turns out.
No, he's Cecil Fielder's son. And, man, talk about those. Boy, when you have large genetic pools, when you really – there's so many professional athletes that have sons that go on to become professional athletes.
That's true.
Especially in baseball.
It must be genetic.
Not Gunnar Jurgensen.
That
did not work. Tigers manager Tim Leyland. I like what he said when he was addressing the crowd last night.
Gunnar Jurgensen.
This is a great night to celebrate, and everybody, including me, don't drink and drive, including me.
He's so happy, and what I really like the best...
First of all, he says he's like in his 60s. He looks like he's 130 years old.
Yeah, dog years.
Because I think he still chain smokes. I think he does.
This was a great moment when he was saying thank you, and you can hear it in his voice. This is a guy that has really... This means the world to him.
First of all, we're blessed with an owner and a family that has done unbelievable things for the city of Detroit. And even more unbelievable things for the Detroit Tigers. But as always, this goes out to the players.
Classy, I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and let me just say, sports talk enthusiasts.
Yes.
With all the talk about the young, more player-relating managers, I'd like to point out Mr. Davey Johnson, who is about 300 years old, and Jim Leyland, who's about the same age. I think it just depends on a lot of factors, including how you run your team.
I agree.
And the players love Davey Johnson, for example.
It's almost, Mike, it's like any business, really.
100%. You can't just lay the label out there. There can be a 35-year-old manager that might kick ass. There can be a 67-year-old manager that might kick ass. It doesn't matter in baseball. It's all about the stars aligning. It's all about the chemistry.
Mm-hmm. Although he might want to look into some education classes. I love to listen to the Slugger.
Education classes?
Yeah. Well,
is that like voting day?
It's a little bit like that.
Some education classes.
Yeah. What I said is...
He might want to go on for further schooling.
Yeah. Miguel Cabrera?
Who might be from a foreign country?
Love to listen to him talk.
Okay.
He might want to further his education.
Adult education?
Maybe, yes.
Congratulations,
Congratulations, Miguel,
can I ask you a question
on winning the Triple Crown. Yeah.
Since you have brought yourself this upon you right now, may I simply say, would you... Let's listen to this, and then I will ask you a question.
Okay, very good. Here's Slugger Miguel Cabrera.
It's unbelievable feeling. Detroit! It's what we worked for a whole year. Try to get to this point. 4 more win, guys. 4 more win, Detroit. Hopefully we get lucky in the World Series and we win the World Series for Detroit.
I'm sorry, that's Mitt Romney at the Alfred Smith dinner.
Perhaps when you get your championship, you could address publicly.
I'd like that
in Spanish. The group in Venezuela or Dominican Republic or wherever that.
Maybe if I took a job down there, I would. Now let's go to Brown University, which is just not in Vienna, Mike.
No, it's not. No. It's in Rhode Island.
And the Dalai Lama was there yesterday, and he's got that cute accent.
It's a wonderful liberal Ivy League institution.
The Dalai Lama's got this cute accent, and he has trouble with the word forget. And the thing is when sometimes he's hard to make out what he's saying, so they actually have a stenographer there that sort of subtitles him when he speaks live. But the subtitle guy did not hear the word forget. he typed in full words, F it.
Oh my God!
And I want you to hear. I want you to hear the Dalai Lama say, "Forget." Okay, it's at the end of this tape.
If you feel these points not much relevant, not much interest, then forget. No problem.
Then forget.
Oh well, the audience reacted like they heard "F it."
Well, because it was up on a big screen, it said "F it."
But
it did.
Yeah.
Did it come up on the screen
almost instantaneously?
Really?
Yeah. Hear it again. I just love the way the man says "forget."
If you feel these points not much relevant, not much interest, then forget. No problem.
And you know, this is not a relatively recent phenomenon. Here he is 3 years ago speaking at another university, the Dalai Lama.
I think we should forget about our feeling, our religious sort of differences, and also you say, forget.
Just forget, Mike.
Who does he think he is, Tom Hanks?
Yeah, thank you, Buzz. I was just going to say that.
Oh my God, we got to play the Tom Hanks. We have it.
I have it.
You have it? Oh, excellent.
Another contribution.
Do you have it ready to go, Mark?
I do.
Okay.
It's plugged in.
On 10?
Rob,
Okay,
Rob,
good.
you want me to do the setup because I
Please
watched
do.
it? Tom Hanks promoting his new movie with Elizabeth Vargas on Good Morning America this morning, and what's funny about this is not that he did it, that's always funny, but he just owns it in kind of a really genuine way, and it's funny to me because he was obviously embarrassed. He's, Tom Hanks knows how to promote movies. Tom Hanks knows about, the whole media world.
Oh, yeah, he's savvy.
And he owns it right away because he knows he has to. And it was just Tom Hanks lets the F-bomb slip here.
I think Tom Hanks here for Good Morning America. I think the lesson is to take away from that clip is don't mess with me, Liz Vargas.
I love the movie. Don't throw me out on the street. Can you speak in that accent?
Yes, we have mic issues. Oh, that one?
Yes.
Oi. Mostly it's swear words, so that's a little bit.
Well, if you say it with an accent like that, they won't sound like swear words.
I want people to buy me fucking book.
We are so sorry. Good Morning America.
Man, oh man.
Bleep that
I'm
out.
sorry. I slipped into a brand of acting. I have never done that before. I would apologize to the kids in America that are watching this right now. And let me say, next time on the show, there will be a 7-second delay.
I love the fact that he literally put his hand to his mouth.
Yeah,
he was so shocked that he said it.
Really, I mean, when you watch the whole thing, he is asked to do the accent he did in the movie where he's playing a guy, and he prefaces it saying, well, there's a lot of swearing. And so obviously there was a lot of swearing. So when he went into that character,
it was unavoidable for him.
It just happened.
It was great.
Buzz, are you covering the Indiana middle school and the teacher with the iPad?
Why, no, I'm not.
Okay, I'd like to mention this now because I think while we were talking about education earlier, this is another great beacon in America education.
Okay.
What they have is a guy, this kid is named Joshua Trout.
Josh.
And his iPad synced up with his teacher's iPad or iPhone, and because of the syncing, there's a nude picture of the teacher on his school-issued iPad.
What?
Topless, yeah, from her computer.
And so he gets suspended. Not the teacher for having it, but he gets suspended for downloading it.
This is true.
And here's the kid talking about it and the kid's mom, and really, I just don't know if the teacher that was topless teaches grammar.
A picture showed up of the teacher topless. It's not our fault that she had the photo on there. And, we couldn't do anything to not look at it if it just popped up when he pressed the button. It was her fault that she had the photo on there because...
Button.
Her iPhone synced to it. She had to press something to make all of her photos sync onto there.
He
didn't even touch the...
I'm sorry.
Before
we get to the mom, what?
And I love our country. I love our country.
Of course you do.
But isn't this what's wrong with our country? Suddenly you got
Honey
the
Boo
nude
Boo.
picture, boobies. The kid,
he hit the
and then
button.
the mother going, "Well, I can't believe it. He's gonna, you know what? That kid. How old is the kid?
He's 62.
He's the
No, I think he's probably 12.
The kid is going to spend the rest of his life seeking out breasts wherever he goes.
Right.
You know, the teacher, it's just like we are, when it comes to sexuality, we just go out of our minds.
But again,
I would say, is the teacher a decent teacher? Does she have a great track record?
Right.
Has she been responsible? Is she a responsible employee? No. If this was inadvertent, you know.
But
were they built for speed or pleasure?
The kids got suspended for pushing the button that revealed the breast. They didn't know what was going to happen.
No, I'm saying, I know that, Buzz. I'm saying that's the whole incident.
Right. Everything about it.
Now
it's not news.
Now because the kids are suspended, you've got a situation where the parents are coming to attack the teacher. Now, did the teacher have anything to do with the kids being suspended?
No. She is possibly facing some kind of disciplinary action, but the school district hasn't said anything.
Get them all in a room and say, hey, put that away, delete that.
Take your shirt off.
Mike, but wouldn't that be like a gold mine as a kid?
Sure. Of course.
I wouldn't tell them. Oh, my God. I'd sit there and I'd take that home. And
I'd hear this. I'd hear this.
Yeah, I'd ride the wild one all night long.
Ranger time.
And we wouldn't tell anybody either, would we? I mean, I wouldn't tell anybody.
I would have hoped that you had more, and then more would sync up.
Oh, it depends on who the teacher is, though. If it was, say, at Madison, if it was Mrs. Kirkland, we'd be okay. If it was Mrs. Leach, not so much.
Do you remember?
But at 12, you'll take.
Do you remember your teachers' names that well?
I could remember an ugly one and a hot one. Yeah.
Well, I remember one thing. Does anybody have the experience where the teacher would have the big cleavage and maybe lean down and you'd kind of try to see? Because teachers always lean down to help you out. I remember that.
Sure.
In high school,
male or female teacher?
Male,
of course.
In high school, we had a science teacher, and she would talk about doing spin class all the time. And I didn't know what spin was, but I was into it.
Yeah, of course.
Oscar went home and did some spinning of his own. Did you hear about in Caledonia, Wisconsin, Mike, that a semi was driven off the road? No one was hurt. Some signs were taken down, but no one was hurt. The only thing that happened is the driver was taken to the hospital. The reason that it crashed, he crashed a semi because he sneezed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have actual audio of the event. I don't know if it's from a surveillance camera or not.
Wow. Did you make that? Did that come from the Spiewag Studios?
Yes, I just like the story.
Can we hear it again?
Like Meatloaf falling down.
Exactly.
It was a recreation.
I wish you had your meatloaf handy.
Well, you're not the first man to tell me that. And I'd like to close, we talked yesterday about Tag Romney wanting to take a swing at the president.
Right.
Here's Kimmel's take on the fact that Tag Romney wants to take a swing at our president.
Mitt Romney's oldest son, Tag.
And by the way, I found out it's short for Taggart.
Mitt Romney's oldest son, Tag, that's Tag with 2 G's, there he is, did a radio interview yesterday. The host asked what it was like to sit there while President Obama challenged his father's veracity at the debate the other night. And Tag said he wanted to, quote, rush down to the debate stage and take a swing at him, or at least have his butler rush down and take a swing at him. Kind of the same thing.
Easy one.
This is good, though. We have a preppy bully named Tag. We're one Molly Ringwald away from this being a John Hughes movie. But we shouldn't blame Tag. If I had a lifetime of hearing Tag, you're it, I'd probably have anger issues.
Sure.
That is your magic audio vault, Mike. Have a great trip, and everybody have a great weekend.
Thanks a lot. We'll take a break, come back with Buzz and news right after this Tag. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. It's time for Buzz and News.
Thanks, Mark.
Before we do that, oh come on, stop it. Let's take a phone call, shall we? We have 3 people that are standing by. I'm trying to sign in. This is my computer all day, fellas. It's the way it's been.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it. Here we go. I like to do it.
I'll do it.
Let's go to area code 209. 209. You are on the Mike O'Mara Show. Hello.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks a lot. I'm glad you enjoyed your time. Hello? Thank you very much. Yes, now I've got area code 971. 971. You're on with area code 209, and now that's gone. All right. Let me see. Let's go to area code 971 again. Are you there, 971?
Yes, Mike.
Yes. What's going on? I'm saying hello, for Christ's sake. Come on. Go.
Mike.
What?
I'm here. How are you?
Okay. What can I do for you, sir?
I didn't realize I was going to be on the air.
That could not be a little. No, now just nervously keep babbling. You mother effer! I swear to God, I'm not going to do that for another 6 months. I will not do that for another 6 months.
You want to change scenes now, Mike?
Then we have done some good here today.
Didn't realize I was on the air. Duh.
We need a call screen.
Do we want to, Mike? Do we want to transition?
Yeah, Can Maya work the phones?
Yeah. Thank you. Palate cleanser. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm getting on a plane.
That's right.
God. I mean, it's one thing to go, I didn't know I was going to be.
Right.
But then the wrestle.
You get that with kids sometimes. I said, why did you break the glass? I said, well, I didn't think I was going to break it. I said, yeah, but you dropped it. You know, it's just, well, why did you call? Well, I didn't think you were going to answer, so don't call.
Let me just get myself under control.
Okay, let's change.
Let me offer my apologies.
Please.
Because that was over the top, but it has been a pet peeve. You're calling a show.
Yeah.
And then finally, we do it. Obviously, if they're calling, they're listening live.
Yeah, right. But
and what?
Some people just may be listening.
Are they listening or not?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't want them to call just to listen. I want them to call if they want to be on the show.
Well, people can call and listen if they want to.
Don't do that.
No, that is an option. We can't control
If
that.
I survive Haiti, and hey, feel free to use this. Feel free to use this if something happens.
Yes, sir.
If I come back in one piece, I would like to have more calls on the show. I'm going to try it one more time just to prove that everything's okay. And right now, I'm going to go to area code 971. Hello, you're on the Mike O'Mara Show. What can I do for you?
Good morning, Michael. How are you?
It's Mike.
Good morning, Mike. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're going to go, I'm sorry, Michael.
Someone's in a mood.
More calls after Haiti.
Look, Buzz.
Yes.
Buzz and
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
please inform my distinguished colleague from the Big O and Duke Show.
Yes.
And I
Oh,
only
thank you
say
for
that
the plug.
I only say that when I'm
Appreciate
really
that.
mad at him.
Yes.
And say, well, you're truly beloved show. Please inform him that
close to my heart.
Michael has been.
He's traditionally many
Hot
years
buttons.
never been fond of that.
Yeah, but he just called you Michael Sean O'Mara.
That's different.
That's if you're just doing the whole name.
And thank you for mentioning that.
right.
That's nice.
That happened on
Good night, sleep.
Tuesday.
Buzz, I apologize, but I just want to. I want to.
No,
No, Buzz, I apologize, Buzz.
All right, hold on.
It's a quest, ladies and gentlemen.
The show could have been over by now.
Yeah, Oscar can watch 3 more episodes of Breaking Bad.
Area code 802. Hello, you're on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Mike, you should know better than open up the phone lines to the callers who have always been known to ruin every show you've ever done.
But you didn't. You didn't. You win. That's a good call. That's fantastic.
That was
Thank you for the
good.
call. Now it's on to Buzz Burbank.
Thank you, Mike.
Transition music.
Palate cleanser here. We're brought to you today by
The thing.
Encore.
The thing. Encore!
Insurance Services, LLC.
You need to play the thing.
Well, you played music.
No, but that's not the thing. That's
I know,
transition
but you
music.
ruined it by playing your transition. You played your transition music right when I was going to hit the button for the regular music. So if you want to look in the mirror later on this afternoon and you hear this show
What if,
without your obsessive compulsive news music,
don't want to
you'll
look
know
in the
that it was
mirror.
your fault that's why it happened.
Meanwhile, we're brought to you today by
Encore!
Insurance Services,
Can we
LLC.
transition between each story? Thank you.
Encore is the official sponsor of our live stage show November 10th at Circus in Reno. Oscar used them. You should too. Please support our sponsors. For a free life insurance quote, call smartterm.com or 866-347-5748. They do all the work. Encore compares rates to help you save. License and disclaimer information at smartterm.com. We are so proud and grateful to be sponsored again by Encore
Call
Insurance
today.
Services.
Thank you. If I deprive Rob of those little things that he doesn't ask for a tremendous
No, he
amount
does
from
not.
me,
No, he
and so I humor him completely.
Thank you, Mike, and I thank you.
I don't believe I've ever deprived you of that.
You have.
Really? Okay.
Well,
But not today.
But for fun.
I'm
it was
sorry.
really in fun.
Now it's open. Now it's closed.
Audio is going to come tumbling out.
Go ahead.
Billy Graham, historically, a politically involved evangelist who prayed with several presidents. Billy Graham knows this may be his last election. He's said so, and he wants us to know 2 things.
This is the younger Billy Graham.
No, this is the older Billy
He's
Graham.
not dead?
No.
No.
Really?
Not quite yet.
I thought he was dead
He's
like 2 years ago.
He's not. It's not that far away.
Okay.
And he knows that, and he's talking about that. But there's 2 things he wants you to know before he goes. First, that he has removed Mormonism from his list of cults.
Okay.
And second, that he wants you to, quote, vote for those who protect the sanctity of life and support the biblical definition of marriage between a man and a woman.
Okay.
And with that, a U.S. appeals court has ruled that the Federal Defense of Marriage Act is unconstitutional. The law denies federal benefits for married same-sex couples, even in states where it's legal. The court says the act violates the Constitution's Equal Protection Clause. And this ruling likely puts the question of gay marriage in the hands of the U.S. Supreme Court. Polls show Maryland voters are poised to approve same-sex marriage in the upcoming election. 52% in favor, 43 against. It's also expected to pass in Maine and Washington State.
By golly.
The highly educated. How does Dick Queasy feel about that?
Not a fan.
No, really? I'm
Not
sorry
one
to hear it.
little bitty bit.
You ever pray with Billy Graham?
I wish I'd had the opportunity to.
Sure. You pray for a better stomach?
I pray for everybody to have a cast iron stomach.
That's right.
Yes, understandable. The highly educated, white, high-income gays we see on television.
That's me!
They fit the stereotype. But they don't fit reality. A new survey, biggest of its kind ever, tells us how many Americans are gay and where they really rank in education and income. This Gallup survey, conservative perhaps, measuring the entire LGBT community, shows that non-whites are more likely to identify themselves as part of that community.
Hey, this is Eric Ronick from Black Gold.
Hey.
He's white.
And
but what am I saying?
And that members of the community have lower than average levels of education and income. That's surprising based on, say, Cam and Mitch on Modern Family.
Yeah, well, no, come on. All you have to do is sit down for half an hour and talk to Zoolander. That's a joke. I've made that joke about him for 20 years.
The one day he comes out of the closet, you'll be upset.
He's here today. I wouldn't.
Is he?
Yes. Isn't he here today?
He is here today.
Is he still here?
Yeah, I believe
All right,
so.
he's here with his buddy Carla.
Did he decide to zip up that hoodie?
His buddy Carl.
That's right. He is the beard.
I do.
Just
You
over
like that.
Just over half of all LGBT folks are women. The poll indicates that 3.4% of the U.S. population counts itself among that community. Scouting officials.
Let's transition after the first news story. And now back to more. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Buzz.
The scouting officials have apologized for the sex abuse documented in its so-called perversion files, a report on the alleged kid touchers of the past few decades released this week, although the statute of limitations has run out in most of those cases.
He's doing serious news, but these are funny little stories, because I got to tell you, when I heard that scouting report, I was shocked.
Yeah, I mean, who thought?
And by the way, once this newscast is done, think about all the stories in it and see if you can pick out the theme.
Yeah.
Anyway, scouting officials have apologized for that abuse and promised to do more to protect kids going forward. The report also shows that police chiefs and prosecutors in various communities helped with the cover-up to protect the name of scouting.
You know how you can fix scouting?
How?
If you have adults that are going to be in a supervisory capacity over the scouts, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts,
right.
you don't let them wear the suits.
I agree.
You don't let them wear the costumes.
But they should be clothed.
They should be clothed.
That's what I wanted clarification
But
on.
really, they should not.
They should
really,
look like adults.
They should not
look
right. They
Yes.
don't get to wear the little shorts with the compass on it and all that.
Kerchief.
It's not my point. I have to give full credit to Adam Carolla. He talked about this. He said,
really?
He said
Does he still have a show?
He took his son out to what is the Weeblos or the Little Explorers or whatever they have before they go to Cub Scouts. He goes, I walk into this meeting. He goes, I'm kind of against it already, but every neighborhood kid's in it, and he literally walked in. He says, I looked at my son who was wearing the little outfit, the shorts, and the little tie, and then he's wearing Vans. And I looked at the Scoutmaster, and he looked just like my son. And I said, there's something wrong with
There's
that.
something wrong.
There's something wrong.
Adam Carolla, and I disagree with Adam Carolla vigorously on this program.
Yeah.
On that particular count, he is absolutely right. I have thought that. I will go to a Sheetz, and I've seen him out for some reason at the Sheetz in Haymarket,
Gas convenience
Virginia,
store.
a lot, because I think that's right where they have a giant. No, they have a giant camp out there, like the center of the Boy Scouts.
Conclave.
And you see these guys wearing their
Grotto.
shorts, and they look. It's creepy.
It is creepy.
It's pure creep factor.
This is
Time for another news story. Now, ladies and gentlemen, go back to Buzz.
This is so Democrats. The committee running the Democratic National Convention this year fell short on fundraising to cover its expenses by $12.5 million. It has till the end of February to pay off the principal. Part of the reason for the shortfall? Principles. The convention's committee's new ban on donations from lobbyists and corporations. Came back and bit them.
Yeah, that's typical. Now it's time for another news story. Let's go back to Buzz Burbank.
Doctors around the country are expressing concern about a new snack food called Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Have you tried these?
I've had them.
Have you?
You've had them?
Yeah, they're great. You know what?
Side effects?
It's when you eat a Flaming Hot Cheeto with soda, not the best combination. You need a cool drink.
Like it hurts?
To wash. Yeah, it hurts.
And did you know that also? That's Zoolander's nickname at school.
Oh.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
I thought you were going to say that was Todd Moore's nickname.
Hey.
You know what I was going to say about that? I bet
how dare
really
you?
one of the problems, I think you do real heat, you can hurt somebody, but I bet there's some artificial heat in there. I bet there's some chemical.
Oh, I don't want to know.
Right?
Oh, here we go.
Well, first of all, there's been some concern that snack foods, and perhaps this one in particular, contain something that stimulates the brain in the same way that drugs stimulate the brain of an addict. But that's not the main thing doctors are worried about. They're worried more about, down there. The snack contains a lot of red food dye, and because these little addicts eat so much of it at a time, it also turns their stools bright red.
Nice. I get that, but without food dye.
I do that just for fun.
It's landed them in emergency rooms for bleeding that isn't there. Doctors say the parents should only worry about bleeding when stools are black, not red.
Wow. And red wine can turn your stools that color.
And you know what?
Black, if you drink a lot of it.
Blueberry can turn it green.
Blueberry.
Bottles of ketchup started exploding in a New Jersey warehouse.
Chris Christie.
You know why?
Why?
It was a counterfeit ketchup caper.
Yee.
Officials of the Heinz Ketchup Company are investigating. They say the sketchy ketchup exploded because it fermented something the real thing never does.
There you go, Heinz Ketchup.
But what about the copper clappers?
That's another caper.
Time for another news story. Let's get back to Buzz Burbank.
Speaking of blowing up things, a British paper is reporting the Taliban has had to cut back on its distribution of IEDs. Taliban doing fewer IEDs now because the cost of making them has quadrupled. Inflation.
Thank God.
Attacks on British troops are already down 30%, and Taliban money is tight right now because of a lame poppy harvest this year.
Oh, it was lame.
Wow.
They're hurting over there.
That's good. Okay.
And finally.
Some of them, they're getting suckier as we go on.
Finally, speaking of lame. Finally, everybody poops. A mom in Seattle says she and her 1-year-old got thrown off a city bus because the odor from her son's diaper was making everybody sick.
Oh, gross.
Hot.
She was taking the boy to a clinic for his diarrhea. Transit officials.
Settle down, Mark.
Transit officials are investigating the injection. Quoting the woman, "It made me feel like crap."
Oh, nasty.
And thank you, Florida, for a man in a hat who was wearing only a hat and nothing else, standing in a parking lot with just a hat. Police are not buying his story that he'd been set up for a prank by some friends. Quoting a sharp-eyed officer of the law, "I noticed he had defecated on himself."
Oh,
Buzz Burbank on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Oh, my God. On that note, he doesn't make it up. It really comes from Florida.
It really does.
It's truly amazing.
You'll be there in a matter of hours.
Yeah, if you broke out statistics on it, it would boggle the mind.
It does.
I want to thank you all for joining us for another great week. Our show is brought to you by Amazon. Please go to Amazon through the Mike O'Mara Show. That's what powers the show. That's what supports the show. And we're getting into the season with Halloween, with Thanksgiving, with Christmas. We need you to remember us. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of it. We need to have you remember that when you do your online shopping at Amazon, go through the Mike O'Mara Show. We desperately need that this time of year. That's our big deal for monetizing this show so we can continue to bring it to you. Please go to Amazon through the Mike O'Mara page. That's it.
Have a safe trip.
Filled with joy and looking forward to meeting the kids.
Go do some good, Mike.
You guys have a good one. I will be back on Thursday's show. Have a great weekend, everybody, and be safe. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.